So now we've got a lot of time. So it's going to be a fun talk, hopefully. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do React, Redux, chatbots, and cucumbers. We're going to use just a simple CSS framework, nothing special, and Diagflow, and hopefully we deploy it to Firebase. So all of these tools are free. Firebase, Diagflow, you can use it. You've got a free tier. You can build a production app with this. All right, let's get started. Let's do it together. Yeah. I looked for a good picture of cucumber that won't hurt no one. All right, let's start. Let's go to my desktop and let's do a real life coding. Create React app, chatbot. Conflict, yes, of course. Chatbot 2. I've got here a working version of the chatbot, so let's see what's going to be the end results of this really live coding. So let's check if this chatbot is working. Hey there, friend. Are you smart? Do my best. All right. So best framework ever. Yeah. Oh. We've got a bug, and we need to fix it. So let's just build it from scratch. All right. So we've got React app. Let's open Webstone, idea that we can trust. Yeah. Sad but true. Yep. My desktop. Chatbot 2. Let's try presentation mode. All right. npm start. Good. Let's start by cleaning up this project, the initial project, because we don't need the app CSS right now. We're not going to talk about tests, so the index CSS can go away as well. The logo SVG, the service worker. Let's keep it simple and useful. Like I said, let's do it together. Help me to make it work. I promised. Oh, God. Yeah. All right. So we don't have index CSS. We don't need it. The service worker. We don't need it. App.js. We can get rid of the logo. CSS. Let's take all of this out and just do h1 hello bot. All right, cool. Let's start with no, come on. Come on. That's an IDE that you can trust. All right. Let's start with bringing some dependencies to our project. So npm install. Let's take Redux, React, Redux, AI, API, JavaScript, API AI. Yeah. They will change it soon to Diagflow, and we'll soon see what is this Diagflow all about. API AI JavaScript. This is the SDK for the bot service. We talked about CSS, so let's choose a minimal. I like this one, Milligram IO. If you're trying to do something really simple, so it's got absolutely nothing. No, really, nothing. You just use a simple HTML tags and it gives your app a little bit of style without any effort, no sophisticated grids, nothing. But it works. So let's do an npm, where is it? Right? npm install Milligram. And I think that's enough. Good. let's explore this Diagflow. So Diagflow is a platform from Google. They just bought them. They used their previous name was API AI whatever. I don't remember, but now it's Google. And it's very simple to use, and as I said, they've got a free tier, so you can actually work with it before you start to pay. And you can build real stuff before you need to pay. So I'm already logged in. If I go to the console, let's do something really from scratch. Let's delete this one, this bot. All right, let's create a new agent. All right, it all starts with an agent. Let's do a zoom in. Let's call it React bot. Create. Already exists. So what we're going to do? Yep. Let's do a React bot too.
Add the two. That's what we're gonna do.
Excuse me?
What are we gonna do?
What are we gonna do? Add it to. What are we gonna do? Reduce. Reduce. All right. So it takes some time, but now you've got a platform for creating a very sophisticated machine learning based chatbot. And the nice thing about this service that the output of your chatbot will be a JSON. So you don't tie to a certain interface. You can do whatever you like with this JSON. You just get a JSON back. We see it in a second, all right? So you can create entities. You can train your model. You can use analytics, of course. You've got a lot of integrations that you can do. But let's try to keep it simple. Let's try to build something useful really, really fast. So I'm going to go to this feature, small talk. And with small talk, you can teach your bot really, really fast how to be human being. So let's explore it. About the agent, who are you? And you can answer, I'm just a bot. You can do answer variant and stuff. How old are you? You're annoying, so are you. Right? So now I can save it. I can try it right here. I can even use voice recognition. Let's try it. Hey. And the bot says, user said hey, response greeting. So it's improvised already. All right, which is really nice. I'm pressing the show JSON, and this is the results that you're going to get back if you use this API. So as you can see, you've got a standard JSON, and you can do whatever you want with it. All right? But we don't want our bot just to have a small talk with us. We want to fix the bug. We want to ask him what the best front-end framework in the world, and we want him to lie. Sorry. Yeah. So I want to create a text indent. Oh, here it is. All right. Training. User expression. What is the best framework? And we want to bot to answer with a text. Here is the response. Text response. All right. The intent name will be, I don't know, JS, whatever. Save. Now let's try it. Best framework. I did something wrong. I did something very wrong. Save JS. What is the user framework?
You gotta add the response.
Yeah, I have a response right here. React, of course, text response. No, I think I'm okay. Intent saved. We will move forward, don't worry. Yeah, now it's working. So now it's working, best framework React. We've got our chatbot. All right. Now you can talk for hours. It's a great platform. You can play with it, and you can build real stuff with it. It's not a toy. Again, it's built on Google machine learning platform, and it's a real thing. So I encourage you to take a look at this. All right. Now we want to use it in our app. All we need to grab from here is, let's go to the React bot 2, and I'm looking for this. All right, just this token. Client access token or developer access token. This is all we need to communicate with the service. All right, back to the code. Like I said before, we're going to use Redux. Now Redux is a complete overhead for just a simple demo, but the reason I want to use Redux just to enjoy a live demo with the best, production tools out there, to do something that can actually be a platform that can scale, something that's close to a real-world app. So let's start with Redux. I'm going to create a new file. Let's call this file just chat.js. It's not a component. Chat.js. If we're going to use Redux, we need to start with an action, some event that happened in our app. Choose a name for an event that can happen in a chatbot app. What?
Conversation.
Disgusting. No one speak after me. Yeah? It's just me today. Yeah? The microphone is all mine.
Not all yours.
All right. Let's go for something more generic. Let's say we've got an event on message. It's a typo, no? Yep. So we've got a generic event. On message can happen from the client side, from the user side, and from the bot side. Next, let's create an action creator. Let's export. We don't need to export this actually. We're going to write everything on the same file. So let's create an action creator. I want to export this action creator. Send message. And you'll give me the text, and I'll return an object. The type will be on message. The text will be the text, and maybe we can add something like sender, so we know who sent it, if it's the user or the bot, and then we can use it to style our bot. The default will be user and sender. This is my workflow when I work with Redux. It actually starts with, I'm thinking about the messages, and sometimes I'm writing a small POC, you can call it POC, on the same file before it's split to multiple reducers and action creators and all this stuff, just to see everything on one file. All right, we've got an on message. We've got a send message action creator. Now we need reducer. What do you want to do? Reduce. Let's create a chat or message reducer. All right. It's going to be a very, very simple reducer. Our state, our initial state, will be an empty array. And right now we're dealing just with one action. So I can write a switch case, but it will be a complete overhead. But if we want like doing Redux by the book, without any extra libraries like React Actions and extra abstractions, let's create a switch anyway. So we switch on the action type. The default, we just return our state. And if we get this on message, we want to return a new array with action. We've got there a text now. Yeah, are you with me? Yeah, all right. Let's take the text. You know what? No. Let's put the entire object on this array. Let's take the action payload. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, the action, yeah. I think I'm going to split the text in the sender. Maybe I put it on just on an object, yeah, on the payload. Excuse me? Yeah. I can do it like this. I can construct the object right here. It doesn't really matter, but let's do it like this. Let's create a payload, and here we can put the text in the sender. And then we can just action payload, and can put this object here and the rest of our state. Excuse me?
Shouldn't this be like inverted? Wouldn't in this case like state override action payload?
I don't want to override nothing. I want to spray the entire array and just.
Yeah, but what if the state is empty right now? But what if the state already has a text and sender?
So you say if it's going to be like before or after, yeah, we can switch it. Doesn't really matter. I mean, it is matter if we want to the sequence to be okay. All right. Now let's do the evil middleware, because we're going to do something async. So let's create a simple middleware. And yes, I said a simple middleware. Let's call it the message middleware. And I don't care about the state right now, so I can leave it empty. And we need our next callback. We need our action. Remember the API AI SDK? It's very, very simple to use, too simple to use. You don't actually need any extra library to perform an API call. It's built in inside the SDK. So I can just import the API JavaScript. I can take the API AI client, the access token I'm taking from here. Is this okay? Yeah. All right.
Get rid of the S after C.
Let's create a client. It'll be much simpler. All right. Let's do a new API AI client, and let's pass in the access token. And now I know how to spell it right. All right. So this is actually all you need from API AI to communicate with the service. I think it's wonderful. You don't need any extra Axios or whatever, or some HTTP, or doing fetch or doing stuff. It will return just a standard promise. So now inside our message middleware, we care about the on message. So if action type equals the on message, we start by moving the action forward. If the action type is on message, I can take this client and use this method, text request. That's it. And all you need to pass to the text request is simple string. So we can take it from the action. From the action payload, we have a text. Can just pass it. As I said, it's just returning a simple promise. So we can do it then and do something with it. And what we actually want to do is dispatching an action. So we want to, let's build a success and on success. Here we'll get a response. And now I'm heading back here. Let's do a hey and explore the JSON. So we care about the result, and inside the result we've got this fulfillment, and inside of it we've got a speech. This is what we're looking for. So let's take the result. The result, inside the result, we've got a fulfillment. Inside the fulfillment, we can find the speech. It's too much. I don't like this multi-nesting. All right? And now we can call our action creator, our send message. We can take next. Send message. Inside the fulfillment, we've got the speech. And the sender will be the bot. Are we okay with this code?
Won't your bot also trigger, won't it recursively just trigger another request to the bot? Because you haven't checked that the sender is the user?
I don't care about the sender actually right now. No, I mean, I got you. If I got you right, I'm using next, so I'm forwarded to the reducer. If I use dispatch instead of next, I will trigger the middleware again.
Got it.
All right. So this is actually something that sometimes we want to do. We won't use dispatch or next, depending what you're trying to achieve. Sometimes inside the middleware, I will dispatch an action because I want it to start over and pass all of my middlewares again. On this case, the next, forward this action right to the reducer so it won't create infinite loop. All right. So if we will just summarize the Redux part, so as we all know, Redux is a lot of boilerplate, a lot of code, but it makes sense once you try to scale those kind of stuff. If you put it on the same file, you can actually see how simple, for my opinion, it is, and you can see the flow. Sometimes when newbies start to learn Redux, we split our code across different files. Of course, we've got action creators and reducers and middlewares, and sometimes it's hard to see the entire flow. So right here we've got the message, the constant, the action creator which returning an object. We've got the middleware right in the middle. We've got our reducer, and now we can build a store. Store. All right? Cool. So let's create a store. Export const store. We use the create store from Redux. We need to pass a reducer. We've got a reducer. Our message reducer. We've got a middleware, so I'm going to use the apply middleware and put there our message middleware. Everything in, no. Something went wrong with the import. So let's import from Redux the apply middleware, the create store. All right? It seems like we've got everything done. Again, this is the most complicated code. This is all of our logic. This is Redux. but now it keeps our components very clean. So let's start by going to our index. Import from react-redux the provider. Wrap our all app with the provider. Pass in the store. Right? Directory, blah, blah, blah. What is it looking for? Not models index.js, open index.js. Where is it? React, Redux, API AI JavaScript. Index seems to be okay. Oh, yeah, hardcore stuff. Now when PM start, won't start. Fun, fun, fun. Yeah, but this is real life coding. No bullshit. Let's see what happened. React script command not found.
npm install.
npm install. Probably. Something went wrong with the dependencies. Meantime, we've got a provider. We provide the store to our entire app. We can jump to our app component. We can import from react-redux. We can import the connect. Map state to props. Our state is very, very simple. So I want to call it feed, and I want the feed to point to my state. Don't really need this. I don't like to use this, and I've got only one argument. Instead of export the default app, we can export the connect. We can map state to props, and we can map our action creator. Send text, no? Send message. Thank you. Send. No autocomplete today. Why? Right. Send message. Interesting. All my tools are against me today.
Would it be back dispatch the props for that?
Excuse me?
Would it be back dispatch the props for that?
Ah, you don't have to, actually. If you're doing like this, you can just map your action creators. Yeah, who asked us? Oh, all right. You can create a function if you like, but I don't use any selectors, nothing special, just a plain object with my action creator, and that's it. All right. Let's hope that whatever went wrong fixed itself. HTML Webpack plugin. Haven't seen this error for a long time. All right. Yeah, everything seems to work fine. Map state to prop incorrect must return a plain object, and the reason is I'm using an arrow function. If you want to return an object, you need to wrap it like this, right? And I don't need this. So if there is anyone here who new to React Redux, hopefully by this stage, you can see that actually if you take it easy and you understand it, you build something small, it's not that complicated, hopefully. All right, so we've got React connected to the store, and all we've got to do now is just build something. Yeah? Just let's do something. We've got our props. Let's take the feed. We call it here feed. Let's take the feed. out of our props. Let's take our feed, use a map, and for each entry on this feed, we can just return whatever. Let's create a null. And let's return an li. And right here we can put our entry text and fix all the rest of the problems. Wrap it with a div, right? Nothing to show yet. Let's try to initialize our state to see if something actually happening. So I'll go back to the store. And right here, instead of empty array, let's create an init state. Let's put an object right here with text, hey. All right. This error is about, who want to answer? While I'm chewing a cucumber? Come on,
Yeah,
you win a prize.
Get provided a key,
Key because I'm iterating.
because you're iterating over list items and they're all, it needs to know how to identify if one gets removed or added.
I saved you the last bit of this poisoned cucumber. Believe me, it's worth it. It cost me like almost $5. It's a, you know. Yeah, you get $1. All right. Let's ignore this for now because we don't actually bringing an array from the servers. We don't have any unique ID. Just get things very complicated. Let's create an input. And on change, or maybe on key down, we can write some plain JavaScript. We can take the event. Now there is 100 ways to do it, but let's just do good old JavaScript. If the event key code all right, we can take send message from the props and just call send message together with our event target value. All right, seems okay, hopefully. All right, so maybe it will work. Let's try to do a hey and hey there friend. So we've got like hey and hey there friend. Yeah, you were right about the sequence. Cool. Best framework. No, maybe before the best framework. Let's put some CSS inside. Now I want to show you why I like Milligram so much when you build something small. Maybe not something small, but you don't need all the overhead of the CSS frameworks. I'm just going to import Milligram. All right, and it looks beautiful. Actually, it's not that they just took the plain HTML tags and put some styling on them, and that's it. And you've got like 2K of something that looks much nicer than nothing. All right, good. So let's see if we've got it right. Best framework. Yeah, React, of course. Yeah. Let's try to ask him something stupid. Machine learning, no?
Why not Angular?
Why not? Oh, all right. Why not Angular? He's learning, yeah. All right. So we've got a chatbot. In the next few minutes, we're going to try to actually deploy to the server. all right? Again, with those nice services from Google. But let's summarize real quick. It was a really nice and fun and easy live demo. We built something from scratch, but don't be mistake. Those services, those best practices, those tools, it's not supposed to be complicated, but you can build real things with it. And this is the message from this talk. Because we are all working, in large companies, in big companies, we are all thinking about architectures and tools and Webpack and React and Angular and whatever. And sometimes we forget that the tools are actually very simple. And sometimes you don't need all this overhead to build something real, like a chatbot. And a chatbot is something real. Since I moved to America, chatbots taking my money every day. When I'm talking with the insurance, whatever, with the bank. So it's working, believe me. All I've got is this cucumber and this coffee for dinner. True story. All right, let's deploy it and go home or drink something or eat a cucumber. All right, Firebase. Now, how many of you heard about Firebase? Cool. Now, Firebase is well known of its capabilities, and you've got tons of cloud functions and databases and whatever, but today I want to show you that sometimes you don't need all of this if you just want to deploy your app, because Firebase got a really nice feature. You create a project for free, of course, all right? Let's create a project because we promised a real live coding. Let's call this project my bot 2, of course. We've got a project ID, which I don't like. So my bot 2, taken, of course, taken. Yeah. Too final. Graphic designers jokes. Just 2? 2. All right. React, boat. Let's make RC2. Yeah, all right. Yeah, United States, create project. One of the services in Firebase is just storage. And you get for free 5 GB of storage on top of Google infrastructures and CDNs, which is really nice. And this is exactly what I want to show you. Because if you don't need Firebase, but you're looking for, I think, the simplest way to deploy your front-end app, you should consider this. Continue, we've got an app, and all I care about is just this, hosting, that's it, all right? So I'll go to hosting, I've got nothing here, get started, he asked me to install the Firebase tools, I've already installed it, all right? Let's go back to our app, open the terminal, and do this. Firebase, Init. Do you need database? No, I don't care about database, I care about hosting. Can you see it? I care about hosting, all right? That's it. Which app do I want to use? We've got the React boot RC2, all right? Enter. What do you want to use as your public directory? Now, when you build your React app with Create React App, it generates a public library, all right? So let's just say public, which is fine. Enter. Do you want to configure it as a single page app, rewrite all URLs? Yeah, I don't know, I don't care, all right? The file index.html already exists. Overwrite? No, of course no. That's it. I think so. Let's do this, Firebase Deploy. Ready? And boom. Boom kaboom. What's happened? Hosting, preparing publicly to upload. You are likely using a version of, all right. I've got some problem, I think so, with something that comes with Node, npm incompatible with this version. It's something local on my laptop, probably. But I encourage you, I will push this project to GitHub right now. and everything is initialized. And I'm encouraging you to try and do this Firebase deploy after you open a free Firebase account and give it a try. This is the Firebase JSON, very simple. Everything is right here. Firebase deploy. Why aren't you working? Not fun. All right. Maybe an npm install. Let's summarize this talk. So, as I said, you can build great stuff for free with great tools. We all know how to use React. Sometimes you can use Redux in a very constrained manner. You don't need all the overhead. Hopefully you enjoyed this. I will finish my cucumber after this talk. Did you enjoy it? Did someone learn something new today? Yes. All right, cool. So play with this. Diagflow is actually a great tool. All right, React is easy. Come on, yeah, that's it, yeah.